Athletic Club 0, Arsenal 2, and I'm coming to you guys a day late again. I did watch the game yesterday, but I didn't make the match reaction and the player ratings yesterday. First off, I just want to say that was a tough game. That was a tough game yesterday. Match week 1 of the Champions League last season, we drew to Atalanta away from home. David Raya saved the penalty. This season we start off away at Atletico Bilbao, and it was again tough opposition. And for the first 70 minutes, I was looking at a stale Arsenal performance. I was looking at, not much going forward. I feel bad sometimes that he's on, form that he's on the left-hand side. I still think even if that's not his natural position, he's still our best left winger. But you could tell that in that game yesterday, he was having a hard time on that side. Not really potent going forward. Very neat and tidy on the ball. Very composed on the ball, but a lot of sideways and backwards passing from him. Madueke, very direct, attacking his wing, his defender 1v1. He was getting doubled up on that side. I think no matter who's on that right-hand side, whether it's Saka, whether it's Madueke, whether it's even Wanyeri, teams know that they have to double up that side, specifically because at first I thought with Saka, at first I thought it was a case of Saka's that good that they need to double up on him, but I'm seeing it with Madueke and I've seen it with Wanyeri. I think they do it because teams know that the right-hand side is our outlet. It's basically where we go to create attacks. We don't really use the left-hand side that much. Teams tend to double up on that right-hand side. I noticed that in the midfield yesterday. I feel like Declan Rice didn't have a great game. I feel like I'm just moving because there's a bunch of noise behind me. I don't think Declan Rice had that great of a game. I don't think Zubamendi had that great of a game. I think Marino had a better game out of all the midfielders. But the midfield battle, it was very congested in there. Athletic Club did a good job of contesting everything in the middle. They looked all right in the midfield. But the positive for the first 70 minutes of the game was defensively. Defensively, we were outstanding. Mosquera again. He played well against Liverpool. He played well against Nottingham Forest. Yesterday, he played well again. When Saliba's out, this guy, he's younger than me. He's 21 years old. I mean, this guy is a tier 1 defender. He is incredible, really. He's a really good defender, and he can lock up pretty much everything. I thought Timber played well again. I thought Calafiori played well again. And I thought Gabriel was all right. And to be honest, although we didn't have much going forward, defensively, I thought that even though, especially in that opening 20, 30 minutes, they had a lot of the ball, and they had a lot of the ball in our half. But we looked comfortable defensively. I don't think David Raya had much to do at all. I think David Raya did well. So we're looking into the first 70 minutes and we're like, things aren't working. We need a spark off the bench. what are we going to do? And 2 substitutions from Arteta. I have to big up Arteta. I have to give Arteta a lot of credit for making these substitutions. Martinelli and Trossard come on for Eze and for Gyökeres. And to be honest, when I saw Martinelli come on, I thought, okay, I can see how we need more directness. We need more pace on that left-hand side. But I really wanted I really wanted to see Marino come off and to see Eze go into that number 10. And I wanted Arteta to keep on Gyökeres, because although he wasn't offering an awful lot, when he gets the ball in those channels, when he gets the ball in the box, he is a threat. Briefly touching on Gyökeres, he had an instant. Well, let me finish with the thought about Martinelli and Trossard. They come on, they each get a goal and an assist. Incredible. Martinelli's goal was really well taken. The first touch kind of lured the defender in, the header, and then the second touch, he just went right past the defender, exploited him with his pace, and the finish wasn't really that good, but it went in. It went underneath the goalkeeper. It was directly at him, but it went in. Brilliant transition goal from Gabriel Martinelli. And then the second goal, Trossard, he comes on for Gyökeres in that striker position, and he picks up a space in the box. He tries to go for the ball across the box from Martinelli. He realizes that's not on, as there's 2 or 3 defenders covering that area. He drops back a little bit into the box, receives the ball, fakes, shoots, deflection, hit the post, went in. We got lucky, but I think we deserved that luck. And 2-0. Very comfortable for the last 10 minutes of the game. Nkape came on, Norgard came on, just to shore everything up. And that's exactly what we did. We come out of Spain with 3 points. And what was a scrappy, lackluster performance turns into a very important win, match week 1 away from home in the Champions League. So kudos to the team. I've criticized Mikel Arteta. Kudos to Mikel Arteta for making those substitutions. They changed the game. Touching on Gyökeres, didn't have a lot going for him in the game. He had a free header that he missed. He had a couple of free headers that he missed. One he kind of put across the box. I thought that was a shot. I thought he was trying to shoot on goal. I was a little bit worried about his heading from his time in Portugal. I think his conversion for headers was like less than 10% in Portugal, so that's not good at all. And we kind of saw that in the game yesterday. He had one header. It was a ball in from Timber. Excellent ball from Timber. Goes in the box, and he heads it wide. And then in the second half, it's a free kick for Declan Rice. Completely free at the back post is Gyökeres. And he kind of pushes off his man. I thought, that should have been a free kick, but it wasn't. He pushes off his man, and then he goes with the header and he puts it wide. He had an instance in transition where he picks the ball up, some heavy touches really. The defender does well pushing him wide, and then he shoots it at Unai Simon, and it's kind of right at him. It's a P-roller. It's an easy save. Besides that, didn't really offer much in the game. Link up was okay, but I did want to see more from Gyökeres. We know he's not going to score every game. We know he's not going to have the record in England that he had in Portugal, but I think for Gyökeres, we need to adapt to his style of play. We need to get used to how he plays. And once we do that, I think he'll be a really serious threat. So shout out to Gyökeres. I'm still behind Gyökeres. I think he'll turn out to be a great signing. I touched on Arteta. Very good substitutions. And ultimately that's what changed the game. So shout out to Arteta for that. But anyway, that's the match reaction. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I like responding to your comments. Obviously, if they're nice, I'll respond to them. If you guys disagree, let me know. I'll respond to you in the comments as well. But I used to get some hate comments back when I was slating the team. And I won't respond to those. But let me know what you guys think. I'll talk to you guys later. I'll see you guys in the play ratings. Peace.